delegates come, no?
No, we will start.
असं तसंच तसंच याचा प्रॉब्लेम नाही तो.
Hello, hello. One word.
A very good morning to all. The chief guest and the dignitaries have arrived. I request all the delegates to kindly assemble in the quadrangle for the unveiling of the sculptures. So we'll Bhaskar. A very good morning to all. I, Professor Smita Haldankar, on behalf of the organizing committee, welcome you all for the 3-day training on NDT and PDT for Structural Audit, Assessment and Fitness Certificate. Our main objective for this program is participants with a comprehensive understanding of NDT, exploring advancements, sharing knowledge and fostering collaboration within this dynamic field. Our journey promises insightful discussions, hands-on experience, and opportunity to connect with experts. Let's embark on this enriching exploration together. This program is a joint collaboration of GEC and INSTRUCT. Earlier, GEC and INSTRUCT together has organized a 2-day program on innovative technologies for concrete repairs and protection and earth-retaining structures. The overwhelming response has motivated us to organize the program on non-destructive testing. Dear esteemed guests, speakers, participants, sponsors, staff and students, a warm welcome for the inaugural session of the 3-day program on non-destructive testing. We are gathered here to delve into the fascinating world of NDT, a field pivotal in ensuring the structural integrity and reliability of the materials without causing damage. Over the next 3 days, our agenda is packed with enlightening sessions, interactive workshops, and engaging discussions with a field demonstration led by well-known international speakers and experts in the NDT domain. From ultrasonic testing to radiographic examinations, ground penetration radar, which explore the diverse techniques that play a vital role in industries ranging from aerospace to infrastructure construction. Today we have among us Chief Guest Engineer Kishore Kumar Kadrolkar, Deputy General Manager, Prestige Estates Projects Limited. With the distinguished presence of Professor Krupa Shankara MS, a Principal of Goa College of Engineering, Engineer Umesh Rao, Consulting Civil Engineer, Engineer Sheshadri Srinivasai, Director INSTRUCT, Sri Ravi S, Treasurer of INSTRUCT, Head of Civil Engineering Department Dr. K.G. Gupta, Professor Punnanan Savaikar, Coordinator of this training program, and we are also graced to have the presence of Sri Ramchandra, Advisor Technical, Ultratech, and Engineer Olav Carvalho, Board of Governors, Goa. Before we begin with the program, I request each one of you to kindly rise up for the national anthem.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे
Thank you. Kindly take your seats. I request Professor K.G. Gupta sir to kindly escort the chief guest and principal sir to the dais and also to occupy his seat at the dais. I request Professor Punnanan Savekar to kindly escort Engineer Umesh Rao, Engineer Seshadri Srinivasai, and Sri Ravi S. sir, and to occupy his seat as well at the dais. I welcome the chief guest, Engineer Kishore Kumar Kadrolkar, Deputy General Manager, Prestige Estates Projects Limited. It's an immense pleasure and honor to have you here, sir. I extend a warm welcome to the Principal of Goa College of Engineering, who is presiding over this function today. Your vision and leadership has been instrumental in shaping the future of our college and inspiring generations of learners. I'd like to welcome Engineer Umesh Rao, Consulting Civil Engineer, who has always extended his support in sharing knowledge. I welcome Dr. K.G. Gupta, Head of Civil Engineering Department, who has always been instrumental in organizing such informative seminars and programs benefiting the society and our students. I welcome Engineer Seshadri, Director INSTRUCT. I welcome Mr. Ravi, Treasurer INSTRUCT, who contribute in the promotion of the knowledge sharing among professionals in the field. I welcome Dr. Punnanan Savekar, who has always strived to connect our students to national and international world through numerous seminars and valuable paper publications. It is my privilege and pleasure to extend a warm welcome to all our esteemed resource persons. Your presence here is a testimony to your expertise, knowledge and dedication to the field of NDT. Your commitment to sharing knowledge, guiding professionals and encouraging innovation has played a crucial role in shaping the field of civil engineering. We are grateful for your support and willingness to be part of this program. I welcome the esteemed participants from the neighboring states and within Goa, a group of professionals and experts in the field with us, who have dedicated their time to participate in this important event. We are privileged to have such a diverse group of participants, including engineers, researchers, students, and professionals from various sectors. Your collective knowledge, experiences, and perspectives are the driving force behind the success of this program. I welcome all the teaching and non-teaching staff and our dear students. Before we begin, I express my deepest gratitude to our sponsors for your generous sponsorship and support. Your support not only fuels our efforts, but also inspires us to strive for excellence in everything we do. Our patron sponsor is Public Works Department. Our gold sponsor, Jai Ganesh Ispat. Silver sponsor, JSW Cements. M. Venkatarava Infra Projects Private Limited. SN Group, Unique Instruments. Adwal Palkar Construction and Resorts Private Limited. Krishna Konchem Products Private Limited. Our bronze sponsors, LNL Builders Private Limited. 3 Construction Technology Services LLP. Sitaram Infra Project Private Limited. And our exhibitors today are Unique Instruments, Tata Steel Limited, SS Build Chemical Private Limited, Mapai Construction India Private Limited. Let us give a floral welcome to the dignitaries on the dais. Please join me extending a warm welcome and showing appreciation to these distinguished individuals who have graced us with this presence. I request our second year civil engineering students, Ms. Varda Bende, Ms. Anushka Kirkar, and Ms. Samrudri Prabhu to kindly give a floral welcome to the dignitaries on the dais. To our chief guest, Engineer Kishore Kumar Kadrolkar. To our principal, Professor Krupa Shankara MS. To Engineer Umesh Rao. To Engineer Seshadri Srinivasa. To to Sri Ravi S., Treasurer of INSTRUCT. Professor K.G. Gupta. And Professor Pundanand Savekar. We are fortunate to have the presence of Sri Ramchandra, Advisor Technical Tech. Thank you, sir, for gracing the occasion. We recognize the presence of our speakers, Mr. Ashish Kikani, Engineer Kaizad, Dr. Jaswant Alekar, Dr. C.R. Parthsarthi. Thank you, students. The lamp lighting ceremony is a tradition that transcends cultures and represents the pursuit of knowledge, wisdom, and the dispelling of darkness. I invite our esteemed dignitaries for the lamp lighting ceremony as we invoke the blessings of knowledge and wisdom upon this event. I request our SE students Manthan Sheth Mandrikar and Anushka Kerkar to kindly recite the invocation song.
शुभं करोति कल्याणम् आरोग्यं शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योति नमोऽस्तुते बोधिपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं सभ्याव्यन्तरशुचे आरोग्यं देहि पुत्रांश सर्वार्थांश प्रयश मे या कुन्देन तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृतां या वीणावर दण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवे सदा वन्दिता सा पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेषजाढ्यापः शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसारपरमा माध्यां जगद्व्यापिनीं वीणापुस्तकधारिणीं भयदां जाड्यान्धकारापः हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिका विदधति पद्मासने संस्थितां वन्दे तां परमेश्वरी भगवती बुद्धिप्रदा शारदां. Thank you.
Thank you, Manthan and Anushka, for a beautiful recital. It is a pleasure to invite our esteemed dignitaries to share a few words with us. Their insights and wisdom are invaluable, and we are eagerly looking forward to hearing their perspective on the significance of NDT and the critical role in the safety of many products, transportation systems, and infrastructure used around the world. I kindly request our dignitaries to grace the podium and address the gathering, sharing their experiences, thoughts, and vision of engineering. Your words will undoubtedly inspire us all and set the stage for a day filled with enriching discussions and learning. May I first request Engineer Sheshadri sir to kindly brief about INSTRUCT and welcome the gathering.
always welcoming is a really a great pleasure, and welcoming to this kind of such a beautifully organized event is much more pleasurable automatically. It's really it gives me I'm overcome with emotion with full heart. I'm heartily welcoming all of you. And first, the welcome. Um, my thinking is the program is for the delegates, the people who have come here to get benefited from the program. You have taken your time off and you have come here. And welcome to you, hearty welcome to you. I'm sure that the time you spend, you feel it is well spent in the next 3 days from today onwards. And I also welcome the chief guest here and the dignitaries and the principal of the college, Mr. Umesh Rao, Dr. Gupta, and Dr. Purnananda, and Mr. Ravi, all the dignitaries, and Dr. Ramchandra. Already, I'm just, Madam has done a beautiful welcome, and I'm just adding to it. And Mr. Olavo, engineer, who is one of our INSTRUCT's strong man here, and Mr. who is one of our members of the governing council, and everyone. So I'm sure that you would have already got an inkling of it's only the tip of the iceberg, whatever you have now seen. The unveiling of the beautiful figures, very well made and very eminent people, and so on. I'm sure the tip of the iceberg. I am sure that the remaining bulk also will surface as the days go by. So welcome you all with a we will have a pleasant days, these 3 days, and learning days and beneficial days, I'm sure. Okay. Perhaps I am the only one wearing a tie here. Correct. I'm looking a little different. It's a business dress. A kind of business. So let me talk a little business because the tie is forcing me to do it. No. So to say that, let me start with INSTRUCT. I am the chairman of INSTRUCT, elected chairman. For those who have not been aware of INSTRUCT, INSTRUCT is about 34-year-old institute, organization set up by some eminent consultants. One of the founding members is here, Mr. Umesh Rao, with us. And his commitment to share knowledge is something phenomenal, something very rare to find. So INSTRUCT started with the objective of updating and training engineers only for that, and it's a non-profit institute. And we have got about 600 plus members, 630 members or so as of today. And we have been conducting a lot of programs only for construction industry, right from skill development programs for masons to lay the brick wall and plaster on, up to even project management, construction project management. A lot of different programs have been conducted, and believe me, we have never received a single negative feedback about our programs. It's a fact. Okay, we have received negative feedback saying that, say, the AC was not working, or the light and the AV was not, we could not hear properly, these kind of things, but not about the content. And another fantastic thing about this program, INSTRUCT programs are the speakers. They're all given adequate time, nearly an hour plus. We are the only organization who give nearly 1.5 hours for each session. It's not just to speak something and go away. They are going to discuss the subject in depth and in width. The depth and breadth of discussion is something really to be experienced, which you are going to experience it in the next 3 days. So INSTRUCT has conducted a lot of programs, nearly about 3,500 programs. More than 35,000 people have been trained as of today on various things like dispute settlement, contract management, or deep foundation, precast structures. Very recently we did composite concrete structures, and every one of them. And we also have one engineer here. He is from Gulbarga. Recently we did a waterproofing program at Gulbarga. Mr. Tippanna, he is an executive engineer. Very recently we did. So we have been doing a lot of these programs. So what is the business part in that? So these are all what I have said. The business part, as far as I'm concerned, is in business there's a it's an exchange. You give something and you get something, right? We request those who are not members and to become members for INSTRUCT. It's a 5,000 rupees life membership. We request you to become members for INSTRUCT. And what you get back is something amazing. You get such a kind of fellowship, and you come across so many people, very eminent people, and you yourself, what you have learned, you can share it. There's nothing more satisfying than giving knowledge. As Bhartrehari said, Vidya is the only thing. Vidya prachanna guptam dhanam. Vidya bhogakari esha sukhakari. Vidya gurunam guru. When you teach, you will also, when you share the experience, your learning, you are also benefited. The people who have heard you or come to you, listen to you, they are also benefited. And you are passing on some valuable thing which nobody can steal, obviously. And you are not going to lose anything. So that is another opportunity you have. You can also share. The organization should grow. And with the kind of activities that has happened, as I'm sorry, Smita mentioned, this is a third program that has happened here in Goa. All of them have been very, very successful. Like this, all every time hall full, kind of. And it's obvious that our INSTRUCT one chapter will have to be started in Goa, because there's so many enthusiastic and so much good response, and we got very very capable and very fantastic members for passionate about this mission of sharing knowledge, like Mr. Ulavo, Dr. Gupta, and so on. So I request all of you to take part in this movement, because you know that in construction industry, I don't have to say you're all engineers. And by the way, I just want to make a correction to Smita. I'm not an engineer by qualification. I'm not an engineer. I'm a chemist. Chemistry applied to engineering. Construction chemicals application and so on. I have been working in this line for the past nearly 50 years. So I'm not an engineer, just make a correction. So with so many august engineers here, I'm sure that you can all take the construction industry flawless as the days go by. You know what are the things going on. Of course, there are impediments, but please contribute, be members of INSTRUCT. And INSTRUCT is a great organization to be with. And with this, I thank you all for your patient listening, and welcome you all, everyone, each and everyone here, the students, the teachers, the faculty, the dignitaries. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the welcome address and information about INSTRUCT to our audience. And thank you for your words of appreciation to our department and institute. I request from the audience, there are some two vehicles which are parked in the non-parking area. Vehicle GA07 L202077 and GA06F3101. So whoever's vehicle is there, we are requesting to just kindly remove it from the non-parking area. May I now request Dr. Punnanan Savaikar to kindly give an outline of the training program.
Good morning, everyone. Respected Chief Guest of today's function, Kishore Kumar Rolkar sir, Sheshadri sir, Umesh Rao sir, Principal Prabhashankara sir, Gupta sir, and Ravi sir, Dr. Ramchandra, the dignitaries in the days, our esteemed delegates, sponsors, resource persons, my dear students, faculty members, and staff of GC. It gives me an immense pleasure to be standing before you for this third program of INSTRUCT in Goa Engineering College, in collaboration with Goa Engineering College. So, but before coming to the program, let me briefly tell about our college. As you know, our college has standing of 57 years in Goa, and ours is the only government college in the state of Goa. And our department, civil engineering department, we specialize in organizing such courses at national and international level. The only international conference which has happened in college has been done by civil engineering in the 50th year of the college. We have several technical chapters, also student chapters. We have Indian Geotechnical Society student chapter, Indian Concrete Institute student chapter, Green Building Society student chapter, Indian Standard student chapters, Fire Safety student chapters. So these are some of the student chapters which we are having along with the main chapter, and we organize talks every year, every semester, every month almost. Seminars, webinars, all these are organized. And we have speakers all over from India, Korea, Japan, Australia, France, Brazil, Portugal, and several other countries. And just now you have seen unveiling of the bust of the top 3 persons, the top 3 engineers. I think Vishweshwaraya, nobody should, I should not explain him what are his achievements. Engineer Vishweshwaraya, we celebrate Engineers Day in his name. Not only we, I think Sri Lanka also and other countries, they celebrate Engineers Day in his name. Victor de Mello was born in Goa. For his initial period of up to 10, 11 years, he was in Goa. Then he went to Bangalore and then in MIT, America. There he could do his master's, graduation master's in 2 years, PhD in another 2 years. And he was an excellent geotechnical engineer. Especially his passion was dams. You can read his brief biodata, what we have written. He's a great person. And I think we can call him the real son of soil, that is son of Goa, who has given a lot of insights into this geotechnical area. Another greatness of him was, everybody must be knowing of Leaning Tower of the Pisa, the problem of tilting. So he was the person who has given 25 solutions to correct the tilt of Leaning Tower of the Pisa. So you can imagine his passion, his knowledge, his expertise. And we at Goa Engineering College, in honor of him, have organized Victor de Mello Goa lecture for last 5 years. This is the 6th year, and on next Friday we are having 6th Victor de Mello lecture to be delivered by Dr. K.S. Rao from IIT Delhi. The speakers we are calling international level, one from India sometimes and one from outside. So this year it was from India, there is Dr. K.S. Rao, ex-professor from IIT Delhi. And we are also having one program on Geo Conclave, we call it, 3 programs combined together next week in geotechnical engineering. So this is about what we organize in our college. Our students, as you know, are excellent in all activities, organizing technical programs, maybe sports, or you can see the bus. They are made by our own student, Chandrakant Parab, who is final year civil students. In this month, initial part of this month, you know that national games were held in Goa. In our college, there were 5 gold medalists and silver medals from this college. And one of them was our own civil engineering student who got gold medal, who had just passed his degree, he got gold medal. So our students excel in all ways. It is not that only technical programs or other things. So this is about briefly about our college and other activities. And to come about this program, NDT program, as I said, this is the 3rd program organized along with INSTRUCT. And always all these courses, let me tell you in front of all these courses come through the expertise of Umesh Rao sir. These are all his ideas, and with all his expertise of 52 years of experience. We may have, our age may be 52, but his expertise is of 52 years, 57 years of expertise. So this level of person, when he is supporting, we can organize as many courses as possible. So when one course is over, immediately he tells you, if he meets you in some other courses, yeah, this is in mind, I am going to organize this course, and the course is ready. Never it happened that course has not happened. So this NDT courses, I am not going to talk much because it is his right to speak on the overview of NDT. There is no other, I think, good person who can deliver. But as I told you that this course is going to happen on 3 days, and it is not merely talks. This is a different course. In, I think, Bangalore they call Deminar, because there is something called a seminar and there is Deminar. Means there is demo also, talks also, presentations also. So it will be like that, and there will be hands-on experience. There will be stalls. Not only to see you can handle the instrument, you can see the instrument, you can go to the site, see how it is working. So there will be practical exposure wherein one can learn and develop more interest. Resource persons are the topmost persons, and I think one more person is our own alumni, Jashwant Allekar, PhD, MTech and PhD from IIT Kanpur. So he's one of the great personalities our college has produced, and it will be very nice to hear him. Of course, we have heard him several times, but for all of us in this area, he will be giving a very good exposure on NDT. Kaizad engineer sir will be there, Rao sir will be there, Ashish sir is there. There are and Parthasarthi sir, who is actually geotechnical engineer, having the, if you see his setup, he is having setup in geotechnical testing, offshore testing, onshore testing, and NDT, and he is recognized worldwide. So such dignitaries come to Goa and deliver talks. So that's why I always request students and other communities to come and enjoy these talks, technical things, because you never get an opportunity to have so many people at a time here. So that's all about the course, brief overview. So I am not telling much because sir will be giving you all the details, and all of you please attend all the sessions, practical sessions, training section, talks. We are also going to share the presentations after taking it from the resource persons. But don't miss the practical sessions, because practical experience is the correct actual experience. Books will give you some idea, but not the experience. So that's all from my side. I welcome you once again for this 3 days program from INSTRUCT and GC. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the brief overview of the program. May I now request Dr. K.G. Gupta, sir, to kindly address the gathering.
Very good morning and a warm welcome to you all. About a month back, when Professor Umesh Rao was here for IS 456 revisions, we just asked him, I have two things in my mind. Let me be made it too clear. We asked him, sir, this is the field which is coming up. We want your assistance. Immediately he said, go ahead, I am there. It was conceived about a month back. So my journey has started on that day. So we started working, and for all the courses which we organized in association with INSTRUCT, I had to close the registration 1 week in advance. This was the response I got. So I will not take much time because we need to go ahead with the course. We are feeling short of time. I welcome you all once again, the dignitaries, chief guest, and all my colleagues of INSTRUCT, and Dr. Ramchandra, and Joseph Silvera sir, and also all my PWD colleagues. And I take this opportunity to thank our principal chief engineer, Mr. Uttam Parsekar. He is the person who was also an instrumental in making this program very success, and I am thankful to Government of Goa and PWD for giving us a good financial support to organize this program. constant support to me in all respects. You know, this helped me a lot, and morally I was supported every time with INSTRUCT. Right? I am indebted to the team INSTRUCT. So thank you once again, INSTRUCT group. And nevertheless, Engineer Ramchandra, he is mentor, my guru, my technical advisor, whatever you can call. Yes, he is the person who was the technical head of Ultratech, and now he is advisor. Sir, I need blessings and soft corner to Goa Engineering College in all the programs that we are going to arrange. Thank you very much for your support in the past, present and in future. Thank you, sir, and for your gracious presence. And if I miss Mr. Ravi's name and Mr. Ajit's name here, you know, all the speakers who just came on our request, and that coordination goes to Umesh Rao, none other than that. So thank you once again for making this program with such a audience. I am really, you know, indebted to all of you and all my students, faculty and staff who made this. Thank you very much. As a remarks of head of the department, I don't need anything else than this. It is really, really a great event for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. May I now request our principal, Professor Krupa Shankara MS, to kindly say a few words.
Thank you, INSTRUCT, and thanks to the GEC Civil Engineering team for making this happen. I got involved into NDT way back in 1998 with Panametrics, doing some ultrasonic work with them. What I could gather, and from then on till today, the little bit of NDT work that I've done in my research and development work, it's an ever expanding field, and then it will continue to grow. So my only request to all the participants here is whatever little that we are going to teach you over the next 2 days is just the beginning. This non-destructive testing is across all domains. It is not just civil engineering, it is in medicine, it is in mechanical engineering, it is in across all domains. So the more we learn about the physics, my only request to all the people here who are going to be part of the next 3 days is we'll have to understand the physics, because there are a lot of challenges in NDT. Don't take anything for granted. Keep asking questions to the people who are going to give you the instructions, because there are a lot of very intricate things. The detail you go, I am not sure about the details of the program, but if you start with a simple ultrasonic technique or anything similar to that, the sound waves, how it propagates, what are the nitty-gritties, because ultimately when you do the audit and give you a certificate, you should be thorough. Because if we have to go and present it in front of a court of law or argue the case, we need to go all the way back to the science. So science, physics particularly, you please be thorough with that. And then there are so many different types of sensors. Even the shape of the sensors, shape of the devices that you put are going to matter. How do you select them? How do you choose them? How is the calibration done? Where are we getting it calibrated? So every aspect of NDT has to be done very thoroughly, because it's not a destructive testing. In destructive testing, we have got certain advantages. In non-destructive testing, we have got a lot of challenges. The material inhomogeneity itself poses a very big challenge. So my only request is the next 3 days from now on should be very serious engagement of, you can ask all kinds of questions so that we get answers. If we don't have answers, I'm sure many of the questions have not been answered in NDT. We are there to do research. So that becomes the research component for the academics people, and that is why INSTRUCT is there, that is why GEC is there. So we want PWD people, we want practicing engineers to ask questions. So if we don't have answers, so we will do research, and in the next workshop we will tell you this is what is what. I'm sure my friends in the audience, some of them are smiling, is the real problem, because I'm also one of the field engineers. In that way I started my life that way. So my only request is that this NDT workshop, including the audit portions, how we are going to put the sensors, location of the sensors, lot of things are going to be there. Second very important thing that happened yesterday evening while we were having our dinner along with Umesh was civil engineers will have to now diversify. He said, I don't want to categorize civil engineering, mechanical engineering, computer engineering any longer. The moment we become professionals, we are just engineers, because we need to do a lot of computer science imaging. If you go into thermal imaging and thermal mapping, drone mapping, these are extensions of NDT technology. So what essentially happens, you need to learn about image processing, you need to know about certain other technologies which the electronics engineers are going to use. So you will be learning little bit of electronics engineering, you will be learning something about computer science engineering and something about image processing and all that. So we are going to become hybrid engineers, and I fully agree with Engineer Umesh on that aspect, that only till we get the degree we are civil engineers. The moment we start practicing, we become just engineers. And there was some very interesting discussion further also, whether we want to put ER in front of it or we want to do it as ENG, like the Germans do it. The Germans do it as ENGs. So we will see how things go, what the government says, what the university says on that matter. But with these few words and thoughts of mine, I thank you. I welcome you all to GEC. Have a nice 3-day session wherein you will have a lot of knowledge coming across, and there will be a lot of chintan and manthan. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your insight on today's training program, and thank you for your words of encouragement. May I now request Engineer Umesh Rao to kindly give a mentor's remark.
Good morning, fellow professionals. When you get a college like Goa Engineering College, and when you get a support like Professor Kripashan, Professor Gupta, you get the zeal to add so much that you can. There are no boundaries to it. And obviously INSTRUCT is grateful to you for having given us this platform and propagating the each one teach one, because it's only when we learn, unlearn, relearn, we'll be able to make a progress. Otherwise we won't be able to. When we met, Professor Gupta and Professor Kripashankar said that we want to put a center of excellence for NDT. We started working on that. At this moment of time, what we are going to talk about in this program for next 3 days is only a tip of iceberg. It all starts with, basically, because we have been talking about sustainability, durability, life cycle cost. These are very popular terms which happens. And if you need to identify the life cycle cost of a project or durability or the environmental, then you start looking at it, how do you assess a building? Like in my opinion, when you really look at the performance, I would rate Qutub Minar and Taj Mahal or Tanjore Temple or Jagannath Puri Temple. They outlive their performance so high. In spite of standing in earthquake zone for 400 years, and they're all masonry structures, there were no codes. There was only moral and ethical control on themselves who needed to deliver, because acts and rules do not make a code. It's ethics and the moral that makes a code. That's your code, and that's only what can decide. But for them, when you look at the structures and they stand, you start looking at it. But when you want to certificate, then the problem starts. Professor Kripashankar talked about the code. It's a very unfortunate thing. 2 lawyers who are non-engineers, 1 judge who is also non-engineer, and they take a decision on technical matters presented by an engineer. What an irony. The people who do not understand are in the court of law to take a decision on your aspect. What I am saying is, I'll come back to the program, give me just half a minute more. There's a very interesting case that happened in the High Court of Calcutta. an expert was taken on NDT. And when the person was presented, they said he's an expert, he has an experience. I'm one of the earliest trained person in NDT. I was trained in 1971. All these instruments, what you see, I have handled in 1971. And it was brought. And the lawyers being lawyers, they know how to bold do stuff and googly, and we are not used to new features like codes. We know only English. And the advocate turned to the expert and he said, sir, what is the accuracy of NDT? Obviously, everybody knows it's plus or minus 20 to 25%. It's not. And the lawyer turns to judge and he said, sir, do you call this man expert who says the variation can be 25%? Hence, we should de-recognize this expert. An expert was thrown out of the evidence. Now, this is the situation. Nevertheless, we'll certainly talk about it. What we intend doing it in these 3 days, like today, we'll certainly talk about assessment of the building, various aspects. Limitations will remain, scope will also be processed. Ashish Kekani would take over it. We require guidelines and methodology how to go about it that Kaizad would be taking, and Jaswant would be talking about the fitness and the certificate. That's what we have planned today. Tomorrow we'll talk about deep foundations. On deep foundations, a lot of work has been done. Dr. Parsati, who is coming, there are 7 experts in the world on pile dynamics, and he is one of them, and he is the only Asian in that group. We are going to talk about not just verticality or integrity, but we are going to talk about the thermal mapping of concrete in piles and diaphragm walls to understand how they are maturing. How do they come? How do you test them? What are things to be done? Day after tomorrow, when Kaizad takes over, we have 3 samples, as Professor Gupta has talked about. We will demonstrate most of the equipment. Some of you might have looked at Schmidt hammer or rebound hammer, ultrasonic pulse velocities, rebar locator, propometers. But what we are going to talk about, not just corrosion or half cell potential, but we are going to talk about tomography, which is a very important part, thermography or infrared, where you can really take a picture from a distance. Like if I have a multi-story building, I can stand half a kilometer away and I can still take a picture and I can identify based on infrared which washing machine is leaking in whose house. But that's a possibility. The instrumentation has been done tremendously since Professor Purnanand said, give me the subject, sir, smart materials. Because smart materials would play a big role when you come to health monitoring. Whereas Professor Prabhashankar talked about physics, whether you talk about the refraction of the light, you talk about the expansion of gas, you talk about the characteristics of the alloys. And when you have the smart materials coming into health monitoring, it will give you a picture online, either on LAN or WAN, whatever are possible. This is a very nutshell what we expect in these 3 days, but it's a tip of iceberg. It's a beginning, as rightly said, and the journey is exciting. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Thank you very much for giving me time. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir, for speaking briefly on the advanced techniques used in investigating the problems without destruction and damage. Let us now acknowledge our students for their contribution. We express our sincere appreciation to our civil engineering students for their incredible work done in creating the cement sculpture of Engineer Vishweshwaraya, Dr. Abdul Kalam, Dr. Victor De Mello, and the sewage treatment plant working model. The sculpture crafted by Chandrakant, our BE student, not only showcases artistic talent but also contributes significantly to the overall aesthetic and ambience of our educational space. As a token of appreciation, we would like to present you with a memento and a certificate for the efforts you have invested. I request the chief guest to kindly present a certificate and memento to our student Chandrakant Parab. Thank you. We like to honor the students for the work that is carried out for revamping of the model donated by the Prestige Group to our department and the working model created by civil engineering students and ENE students. Chirag Prabhudesai, Aniket Naik, Kashinath Manjrekar, Harsh Bandari, Anisha Naik Shrodkar, Vidhi Sheth, Rudraksh Patrekar, Vijay Panchal, ENE students. I request all of them to kindly come forward. I request the chief guest to kindly hand over certificates to our students. Thank you, students. Thank you, sir. And now, as a small token of our appreciation, we would like to present our sponsors with a memento. This memento is a symbol of enduring partnership between the organizers and this remarkable companies. May I call upon any company representative to step forward to receive the memento. Our patron sponsor is Public Works Department. If anybody from Public Works Department can come forward. I request the chief guest to kindly present the memento. Our gold sponsor, Jai Ganesh Ispat. If any representative from Jai Ganesh Ispat is present here, may kindly come forward. Silver sponsor, JSW Cements. M. Venkatarao Infra Projects Private Limited. Anybody present? SN Group. SN Group, Unique Instruments. Adwalpalkar Constructions and Resorts Private Limited. Krishna Konchem. I think Jai Ganesh Ispat is here. You can take this. JSW Cement, anybody present here? Krishna Konchem Products Private Limited, LNL Builders Private Limited, 3E Construction Technology Services LLP, Sitaram Infra Project Private Limited, any representative here? Tata Steel Limited, SS Build Chemicals Private Limited, SS Mapai Construction Private Limited, yeah, thank you, sir. May I now take the privilege to introduce our chief guest, Engineer Kishore Kumar Kadrolkar, Deputy General Manager, Prestige Estates Project Limited. Sir is a mechanical engineer, passed out in 1998 and began his career as design engineer into material handling systems and later joined a firm dealing with external structural glazing execution. During this time, he pursued his AMI into civil while working in Bangalore. He is with Prestige Group since 2004 till date and has an overall experience of 25 years. Sir has contributed in the execution of all the landmark buildings in Bangalore like UB City, Kingfisher Tower, Prestige Shantiniketan, Prestige Cisco Cessna Park, Prestige Star Tech, Prestige Falcon Forum Mall, Prestige Golfshire, Prestige Trade Tower with composite structures and many more. We are honored to have you here, sir. May I now request sir to kindly say a few words.
Good morning to all. It's my pleasure to be here as GAC has given an opportunity as chief guest to me. I'm very thankful to Mr. Gupta sir. He has been always, giving me. Actually, I was not prepared for this function at all, but he was very much enthusiastic to come. This journey started with them when I was, when we started, we did the project in Tonapala, Goa. We had a small model, and that model we wanted to shift it to Bangalore. Then my management said that why can't you donate to someone who is ready to study it, give some inputs on that. So based on my management's, they told me to give it to the college or to the people who want to learn. They advised me. So then we just to Mr. Ashok Joshi, he just get connected with GAC, and then we donated this core model. And it is, I just saw it, they have done a lot of modification into that one. It is a very small project. Anyway, we are, Prestige Group is planned for very much big project in Goa, around 130 acres. We are just in a design stage. Office contractor is the architect for that one. And we are doing some around 1,000 plus houses, some 100 plus villas, some 800 group society and all those things with good clubhouse, lavish clubhouse, everything. So definitely it is our pleasure also that students from GAC has shown the interest to do something better, give improvement in the project. It will be our pleasure also, they can come whenever they have to come to visit our projects, and we also encourage them, and we will also try to be as a part of you. And we just, I am not a good speaker to talk about, but whatever I have done. Thank you very much for everyone. Once again, I thank each and everyone. Thank you.
Thank you for your support, sir, and for encouraging our students to have a visit to your organization. As a token of appreciation, may I now request Principal Krupa Shankara sir to present a memento to the chief guest. May I now request Sir Shishadri Srinivasa sir to kindly present a memento to our principal. As we are at the end of the inaugural, may I now request the Treasurer of INSTRUCT, Sri Ravi Sir, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Hello, good morning to all the delegates present here and the dignitaries. It is my immense pleasure okay. It is my immense pleasure to render this vote of thanks. On behalf of team of INSTRUCT and the Civil Engineering Department of Goa College of Engineering, I extend my sincere gratitude to each one of you for attending the inaugural function of our 3 days training program on advanced non-destructive testing methods for structural assessment and audit. We feel privileged to have esteemed personalities in our midst. Engineer Kishore Prestige Estate Project Limited, your extensive industrial experience provided invaluable insight to our participant. We appreciate your generosity in sharing your insight and thank you for dedicating your valuable time in this event. I thank Dr. Krupashankar, MS, the Principal of Goa College of Engineering, for your guidance as a principal. Your role is instrumental in shaping the future of our budding engineers and other participants. Our special thanks to B. Umesh Rao, the mentor and advisor of this program. Your mentorship is the backbone of this initiative and we are grateful for your unwavering support, sir. I extend my gratitude to Sri Sheshadri sir, the chairman of our INSTRUCT, who serves, he is the mentor and he is the leading force of our institution. I express my sincere thanks to Dr. K.C. Gupta, Professor and HOD of the Civil Engineering, for providing full support in organizing this program. My heartfelt thanks to Mr. Volava, engineer and member of our institution, for being the main pillar in organizing this program. I also thanks Dr. Purananda and Professor Smita, who are our program committee coordinator, for the presence that not only adds prestige to this event but also serves as a source of inspiration for all participants. Our gratitude extends to all the participants who have joined us from different corners, eager to delve into the realm of advanced NDT methods. Your enthusiasm is the driving force behind this initiative, and we are committed to providing you with the transformative learning experience. Thank you for all coming to this program and to make a huge success. As we embark on these 3 days of initiative training, let us foster on environmental of collaboration, knowledge sharing and innovation. May this program equip each participant with the skill and knowledge needed for effective structural assessment and audit in the field of civil engineering. Last but not the least, I would fail in my duty if I don't profusely thank the management of team of Civil Engineering Department and team of INSTRUCT, who were backbone of this program, and the sponsors also who made this elaborate infrastructure. I thanks once again. Once again, thank you to our distinguished guests, participants and organizing team for making event successful. I also express my appreciation to Dr. K.G. Gupta, Professor and HOD of Civil Engineering Department, for providing full support in organizing this program. Together, let us make these 3 days a stepping stone towards excel and succeed. Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you, sir. We have representative from M. Venkatarawa Infra Projects Private Limited. May I now request you to come forward to receive the memento. I request the chief guest to kindly hand over memento to him. We have concluded with today's inaugural program. I request everyone to kindly assemble in the quadrangle for a group photograph. We shall then go upstairs, second floor, for the opening of the exhibition stalls, and we shall then break for tea. The high tea is served at the ground floor, and we shall assemble back here by 11:15. Thank you.
Good.